is he? Why is she always so kind, sympathetic and ready to help? Why'd she offer to go with me to God knows where? It's always the quiet ones. Should I be concerned about her? I'm back. With a smile, Sylvia gave me a flashlight. Shall we go? From what Letron told us, the old building was built right after the war. It looks like a kindergarten or like a back rent size bed, and definitely could hold at least pioneers in today's camp. It had been abandoned for about 12 years. It was not now totally dark. It seemed like the forest was as afraid of us as we were of it. Trees bowed and moved away, ground at the side of the path, and proceeded watching us. A owl, whoo, somewhere far away, but more quickly than usual. It wasn't. I wasn't afraid walking next to Sylvia. Probably in another situations ever in the real world, I would be too scared to go into a forest without a precision path. But I tried to get rid of these thoughts. Throughout, it was strange. Sylvia probably stood my precision. Instead, and my senses of reality was blurred. If it continued this way, I jumped towards some beasts with a smile on my face. You're not afraid at all, are you? Me? Sylvia turned around and looked at me, smiling in a straight way. Either with misstanding or with a gentle smirk. Or maybe I was just seeing things. Night, the forest, the old camp. Yes, it's sort of giving me the chills. Just sort of. Are you afraid? No, well, yes, but it's naturally a human reaction in this kind of situation. I didn't want to show my fear, but I wasn't real scared. Just feel that being scared to what I should be in a situation like this. It was like my body had stopped producing antibiotics to fight against an infection. I was scared not by the night forest, but by the fact that I was reacting to everything that was happening in the wrong way. Or, the other hand, I didn't want to make a fool of myself. I see. Sylvia smiled again and continued walking. The path surrounding by the trees bush was becoming more thorough. The deeper we went into the forest, the lesser clear we could see the moon. For a moment clouds hid the moon and everything was submitted into almost a passionate black darkness. Oh, really? What is this? Toshio Alex? I closed my eyes tightly, and when I opened them, the moon had taken its place again and painted the world into bright wild color of its nice surroundings. I only just realized how much I hate the dark. Finally, a clear space arrived from away and ahead. A minute later, we was standing at the edge of a forest clear. Hello? Oh. Ew. Oh. Yep, this place look abandoned, alright. Mm-hmm. There was a recent old camp building, anchoring by the rain and rubber bleed. It smelled at us with broke windows like a gas tube mouth. A silent bust from the death of the living could be reading in this smell. A concerned fog clouded the whole glare, so ghosts and ghoulies, zombies, devils, and other evil necessary seemed to loop from the hazes. This sight was enough to give the rousing person a heart attack, or at least a prayer attack. If Sylvia hadn't taken my hand, I surely wouldn't have been able to stand there. It won't it won't be as scary this way. She smiled. I could say anything else, just gathering her hand tightly. What am I ever doing here? Looking for a shrink at night in the forest. Here? How could I ever agree? There's not a sighted person who would. But the world around me can't be real, but called normal. I tried to submit myself that I was finding answers that it could really get any worse. To be honest, nothing bad actually happened to me during the last few days in this camp. Besides, I had no special reason to think that something bad would happen. Maybe it's just the way the world works. People can live without adventure. Shall we go? Yes, I guess. But we did make a move. Silva seemed to be waiting for me to take the first step, but I hasn't just enough courage to stand still without running away. The moon showed up from behind the clouds again, and I held up the old camp building. Now it last looked like a tomb, but all dead pictures in my imagination grew real. Version of ghosts becoming more focused. The wail of the winds and the grass got clear. Nose of the unknown ordinary could be heard from afar. It seems like it was a great place before. Look at Sylvia's carefulness. Maybe she was scared, but she was trying to hide it, knowing that I feel a little better and calmer. Maybe. Let's go. Sure. I stepped carefully and watched every step, trying not to touch the old fridge. Cooking Mary goes around, or the rough silence. In some places, the grass was a waist high, so a wrong move could lead to a broken leg or a hand. At least we came to entry. I put my flashlight inside. The darkness that looked back at me was much scarier than the fury outside, unless the moon shone brightly there. I gathered up all my courage and crossed these holes. Oh, now we're inside. Oh shoot. The inside of an old camp building looked like a kindergarten from my childhood. The layout of the entry, after the rumored factory, was similar. Well, I we're picking up more and more remains of the joy of kids long ago with the flashlight. Creepy. Oh. Okay. So this is a new face expression. Dude. Okay, we see more face expressions. Creepy. Ziva was not only holding my hand by now, but embracing it, feeling patting herself against me. However, it didn't sense fear in her voice. I wonder rather it was a good idea to come here in the middle of the night. Perhaps not. Shall we go back then? No, what about Shrink? She said in a generous atmospherement. Well, Shrink, why did he ever come here in the first place? Maybe he isn't ever here? Where else could he be? I don't know. Eaten by wolves, maybe? Don't say that. Sylvia frowned and stepped away from me. I was already so used to being with her that I was silly upset by her. bet it's... What, this doll? Yes. Why would you bid it? Someone played with her, then just threw her away, forgotten about her. And she'd been here along all these years, in the rain and the cold. I can't really tell if Sylvia was serious or not. I don't think this is the time to think about such things. On the other hand, what would be the popular time for that? Sylvia looked really upset. Yes, maybe. I took the doll and examined it. I remember how I once found a suffer lion the same way that Sylvia just found this doll. I took him home, washed him, and it was as carefully with him as with another toy, for though he was long past in his remaining age. You should give it to Alana. Sylvia laughed. Suddenly the wind wholly down the pages, sinking some kind of terror turn. A light flashed, and I instantly jumped, catching my leg on something and throwing it to the floor. Oh, are you alright? Sylvia ran over to me and helped me get up. Yes, more or less. I tripped on a trap door. It's strange that we hadn't noticed it already. The trip around the door was clear. It seemed like it was open not too long ago. We're not going down there, are we? I asked to prepare empty, Sylvia struggled. She only gave me a sad glare. Come on, are we... Sad glare. Are we playing at digging now? I moan while leaving the hedge covered with quite an effort. My common sense was crying out, telling me... Hold on, let me scratch my... Telling me I shouldn't do this. But considering my logic struggles that if this world wanted to kill me, I'd already be dead. But only because of Sylvia, otherwise there's no way I'd go down there. 2 millimeters of rough metals led down to digging concerned floor. Interesting, because we also got a route where he's doing things by himself, like he's like one of those being alone routes, like your alone route. We have one for him, so I wonder, do we have to come back here by ourselves and we be scared? Because he say like, well, I won't do any of these things by myself, and it just made me wonder, is he gonna do these things by himself? Because that was the first thing before doing their routes. That's what the stream order had, but I do it way and then of... I learned over the edge and immediately throw past, going somewhere into the darkness. And what is there? I think I hear about a bomb shelter under the old camp. A bomb shelter? Well, that's pretty logical considering the time it was built. Why would Shrink need to go there? I don't know. Of course it wasn't necessary him who opened the hacking and obvious that someone had opened it just regularly, but who would be more likely to get the idea of going down there than a mad influence? If we discuss theories of supernatural involvement, there could be no other human in this forest. At least that's what I thought. You say that, but we have a number of love interests that look a little bit like a wolf girl, to be honest. Alright, I go first, then if everything is fine, you follow me. What might not be fine? Sylvia looked scary, but seemed to ask more out of pointless. Well, I don't know. Rats, for example. Are you afraid of rats? I guess she have asked. Ah, rat! Hayoki. Ah, rat! Rat. I sighed deeply and began to distance. Oh. Okay. Okay, we got another CG. Whew. What is this? Alright. Woo! Me flashing this flashlight. I can see his face. He's like, We advised slowly holding hands. In the pack of darkness, the flashlight would not help him much, only optional with illuminating piece of old newspapers and escaping mail led here and there. Suddenly, it began to feel as if the walls and the ceiling covered in endless tryst cards was passed in on me, as the passage was getting thorough. I spin my arms trying to measure the passage well. Are we so far off? Asked Sylvia sadly. Far from where? I got no clue. Alright. Oh hey! Just then, a mere metal door arrived before me as if from nowhere. Oh. Crying Sylvia slowly. I tried to head it and seemed to heal a bit. You ready? Not sure. Though speaking frequently, could you prepare for in such a situation? The wheels turned a few times, speaking horrifyingly, and then finally reached a limit quickly. I pulled on the door with all my weight to reclaim opening. There was some sort of charm behind it. Ugh. Which turned out to be the bombshell itself. Oh! We were entering the light suddenly went on to make me flashy. Though it was likely that there was a independent power source here, at the time when their catch carbons had been digged, people had been building things to last. The bombshell looked exactly like what I imagined. It had everything needed to stretch. Prologue humans, assistance during a war, the logs, conditions, craig protection suits, gas masks, dry releases, wire cans. As far as I noticed a lot of filing tools being meds and ridiculous meds, a radio, some others. However, this place looked like nobody had ever used it, which was not actually that surprising. For more, it looks like nobody had ever entered it after it was built. Siba gave me a questionable look. Well, Streg isn't definitely not here. But was he? No idea, but if he was here, he could just vanish. Look, I look around the room again and notice another door in the wall to my left, maybe there. I wonder. However, the door went open. What if he banded it from the other side? But why? I don't know. Still, it was quite a possibility assuming he was there at all. But looking at things, Strike was hiding, maybe running from someone. Suddenly, though, maybe uneasy, I feel like putting myself on the other side of the door as fast as I could. I pulled hard, the door only gave me a disc crack. Here, maybe this could work. Sylvia handed me a crap bar. I filmed with it, considering how I could better tingle the door. Let's give it a try. Okay, opened. Using my strength, I managed to pull the door off its hinges and crack into the floor. Alright, woo. Phew. Okay. Eek. Into the floor. While I was covered from my efforts, Sylvia pointed the flashlight down the newless open passage. There's a corner here, just the same as the previous ones. Grass, this place is a real maze. Shall we go? Hold on. I sat down on the bench, took a disc blow case off a blower and wiped my forehead. Let me catch my breath. Sylvia lit down next to me and began to study the details of the floor tempo. Better turn out the flashlights for now. Oh, yes. She blushed silently and took a little switch off. It's just plain creepy. I catch myself thinking that I have not been treating this evening as real for the last half a hour, as if they have not been happening to me, as if they were just a dream. What the? Okay, okay. I like your hair. I like your hair. Mm, mm. Like back then, 4 days ago, in the first minutes after I found myself here. Man. Yes, later I might have started getting used to this world, this reality, as it had become reality for me. And that feels deep in my soul that I have to find a exit with not to attempt anymore. But now again, in a blink of an eye, the forest, the old camp, the bombshell. There was absolutely nothing supernatural about any of it. But either was it anything normal, like anything from my prior life. Yes. Agreeing Sylvia. Don't you find any of this strange? Well, exactly. Well, the fact that we are still here, just you and me, in the night, when it be normal in such a situation to instead wait telling morning and call it the police. Yes, I guess so. She replied thoughtfully. Of course, I, I am out feeling tears I shouldn't have. Well, I'm out isn't quite right, but still. But you just wanted to help. If Strike is here, we should find him as soon as possible. At this rate, we will be the ones they're looking for. You know, he did manage to get lost here. Sylvia looked frustrated. Alright. I didn't mean anything like that. Maybe he's not here. Maybe he actually went back to the camp a long time ago. Yes, maybe. But we should still check, right? Of course. Sylvia got up and handed her hand to me. It seems she wasn't as afraid as me. Though I was already tired of being scared myself, and now only wanted all of this to end as soon as possible. Ooh, we're in a cave. This corridor was ideal to the other ones, which we come through get to the bombshell. I was waiting as low piece carefully, watching the floor and check from the time to time, but the passage was getting thrown. Look. Sylvia held my hand tightly and pointed at the bends in the middle of the turns. Oh my god. It was wide enough for a man to climb through or to fall down. Maybe. I pointed the light down, but there seemed to be nothing but the ground at the bottom. I think we should check this out. The hole was smooth enough to us to climb out otherwise, so as far as sight there was nothing to be afraid of. Mines. Oh, the mines! Down carefully, I helped Sylvia. We found ourselves in some kind of maze, some kind of mine. The walls and the ceiling was reinforced by wall beams and rails, ever out into the distance. Here and there, the earth passed down against the fair design, broken through the board, which was rowed with age. It made the whole stay look a bit unreal. Where do you think we are? Don't know, some kind of mind? What could they have mined here? Cool, perhaps. Perhaps? We started to invest lower. Stones were trees shelves under our feet now and then. Beams come from the flashlight turn and jump from one wall to another. Other chases shoutless shadow which disappeared as soon as the light was pointed at them. It's scarier here than above. I guess so. The farther we went, the stronger my confidence became that Shrink had absolutely nothing to do with this place. He could have been taken by Chen could be. Alright, we can rule out that possibility either. At last, we came to a fork in the turn. Where do we go now? I don't know. I tried to eject at least some experience of coming to my voice, but I really have no clue. None of all, we not where to go, not where Shrink was, not ever why we were here. Why if we get lost? Yeah, right, like leave a mark that we have already been here. Pick up rather the large stone and carefully cover a cross on one of the logs to pour in the cell. There was now we know that we have already passed the spot. Cool. Siva smiled. So, which way? So, which way? Go left, go right. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, you probably want to know what happened. There is an easy way to get from the mines. I kindly draw it my way, so... Okay, I hope I might be right about this. I hope I am. So... I feel like what we gotta do now is... Go... right. It seems that there is nothing in the road. Keep going right. Seems there's nothing in the road. Go left. Seems there's nothing in the road. So go. So we gone right. Again, there's nothing here. Go back left. So let's go back right. Oh, there's nothing. Go back right again. Ah! After another turn, the flashlight's up a wooden door. Okay. Well, at last, that's something. To tell the truth, I was so tired of wandering around this mine that I have completely stopped thinking about Shrink. I only wanted to find the exit as soon as possible. What is behind it? We're just about to find it. Past the door, there was a small chamber which looked either like the under room of a bullet house or like one of the bombshell rooms. The floor was lit with empty bottles and the walls were penned with a message of guilt, which meant that another people have more than one visit this place before us. Although, from looking at the thing, that have done so long ago. I was running the flashlight beam around the room trying to check every path of it when suddenly... We found him! I found Shrink cleaned up in the corner. Shrink. Crying Sylvia. However, it looked as if he was not paying any attention to us. Here you are. We've been looking for you all night. Why in the world did you come here? Shrink looked up at me with hesitation and unseeing eyes. And who are you? No. That's not Shrink, please. And who are you? What do you mean, who are you? Get up, Array, let's go. I'm not going anywhere with you. Shrink turned away and stared into the dark again. What's happening? You want to trick me again? You might make me go in circles through the turn, won't you? Yes, you will. I know you for what you are. Shrink's voice turned into an influ whisper. Cut this nonsense out already. I wanted to arrive him and pulled him alright, but Sylvia stopped me. He's not quite himself. Well, I'm not quite myself either. You wander here all night. You sure won't be quite yourself. She took her hand reposefully and slowly went up to Shrink while carefully staying in the light. Oh, poor man. Shrink, he looked like he loses his mind. He looked like, oh. It's alright. It's me, Sylvia. For, for real? Shrink looked at her immediately and stared softly quietly. Of course, who else could it be? And that's someone with me. We came to find you. Everything fine now. Are you really not them? Clearly not. For us. So them. That means there's somebody else here. He tried to get up, but he was arriving distorted, and we have followed. If not for Sylvia, we catch him by the arm. Easy there, carefully. When they came up to me, I said, "Alright, time to get out of there." We can't go back. Back where? Into the mine? Yes. Why? Jake was speaking calmly, but at the same, his voice was tempered slightly. Why is that? It's where they are. Who are they? What the So there's more people here? The voices. I feel like the man lost his mind. What voices? I was starting to lose my patience. The situation clearly was normal, but if there had been anything apparently here then, by the laws of horror cruise, it should have long since showing it face by face. Calm down, Shrink. Just tell us everything in detail. He took a few deep breaths and started. I need some special parts for the robot. I hear that there was a bombshell in the old camp, and there are usually a lot of different equipment in the bombshell. It's old, of course, but worth to smash. You can always find cords, resets. So I went early in the morning. I thought I could finish quickly and get back by breakfast. I got everything I needed. It took me some light. He told some light bells and went out of his pocket and showing them to us. But then up there in the bombshell, I hear some sounds from behind the door. Something like moaning or whimpering at first. I got scared. But then I thought that a person could be in danger, so I went there. And there was this mine, this damn maze. I got completely lost. And the voices always tell me something. Something shouting, something whispering. And I can't never make out the words. He was really too burst into tears, but Sylvia passed him gently on the head, and Shrink continued. Anyway, I found this room. At least here you can hear them. So you decide to set and wait for a rescue, like in a B film. Asked scarcely. Sylvia shouted angrily, glare at me. Well, in any case, it's time to get out. If there's are no objections, come. I know a shortcut. A shortcut? Yeah, you know, I walk all over this place. All right. Shrink did not lie. We're out there. Indeed, after a wait for just about 2 minutes in the mine, we found ourselves under a gate through which we could see the sky. Then why don't you get out yourself? Try it, you see. I pulled myself up and pulled on the gate a few times. It's true, you can't break it just like that. Gotta use something heavy. I looked down at Sylvia and Shrink. Try the flashlight, maybe... The flashlight! I figured with it and was not one of those chinky Chinese films from the 90s, which I used to have a lot of our summer. Curtain note, it was a real something metal flashlight. Not a hammer, of course, but if I try hard enough, it started smashing at the gate's arm for the spot where it was attached to the wall. Soon I got lucky. I hear chuckle sounds and a few bots fall down. Hey! A minute later, I lied on the grass under the mountains and breathed the fresh night air with dissonance. I threw out at the mine, air would seem fresh. Well then, I be going, thank you. Jake looked a bit lost. I eyed him questioningly for a bit, but ended up saying nothing and I just waved my hand for goodbye. After all, I had neither the strength nor the will to talk with him. And what would I say to him? Call him now is no use, the same probably going for trying to learn anything. Hello? What a night. Sue was sitting next to me and looked dreamily at the moon. Alright. Right, so if someone told me just a week ago that I would go to a pioneer camp and would ever have to claw through the bomb shuttle, but it was fun. In a way, there was indeed something strange about all this. But there was also something strange during the last few hours. Literally anything could have happened to me, and then nothing at all had happened. In a case of years, I probably remembered this as just a fun incident from childhood. If I lived that long, what do you think? Did he really hear something there? I don't know. It's possible, of course, but most likely it was just his imagination. In such a situation, anyone could start imagining things. That was not only the most logical explanation, but also the most probably one, because of nothing that happened to me and Sylvia. Well, I, for one, think you should go see a precipitous. I guess he should. Laughing Sylvia. Alright, time to go to bed. Bye. Feel like I need to say something to Sylvia. I'm not sure that I want to, but I could feel the need. Thank you. For what? To give me a surprised look. I wouldn't have managed without you. It was nothing. Sylvia blushed. I was in her debt. Again. I wonder how I could respect her at least patiently for all that she had done for me.